Alright, well, we should be close to the destination, Neo said. President Tsukio, I've noticed the number of monsters have been decreasing for a while, right? Yo, come to think of it, it does seem that way. Yes, the frequency we encounter enemies have decreased since we entered the Great Snowfield. Oh, President Sky is strange, look at that. Oh, this must be when we finally finished everything. Yep. Mission accomplished. I'm sorry, is that a sword or is that a gun? I think it's both, I want it. My question to you, what are Hyakuyakustas doing in these remote fields? We're traveling to the Twilight Temple. We're trying to find the president of Hyakuyoran. Ace, they asked us to... Is that so? It's her. It's her. Oh, I know where I've seen that before. President? I thought your uniform looked familiar. It must be the Hyakuyoran uniform, am I right? The Hyakuyoran? Then, are you? I don't think so. Although I don't remember fully, Aime, the Hyakuyoran president, wasn't so cold. She was more like a fancy socialite. Oh, but the vice president was kind of like her. The vice president? Are you the vice president of Hyakuyoran? No. You're not? That's right. You have the wrong oh, okay, so it's definitely you then. No way, don't lie to us. I know what's a Hyakuyoran outfit. Why are you wearing it then? It's cosplay. God dang it, stop doing this. I'm Goryo Nagisa, the vice president of Hyakuyoran. I came here alone due to a situation. So you are from Hyakuyoran. I believe I understand your situation, Aegis Research Club, but it's futile, so please return for where you came. What? Why? The Twilight Temple was destroyed long ago. It is likely buried many feet under the snow somewhere in these fields. But that's... Is there another way to find a president? No. So again, return. Do not tell anyone of your meeting with me here. But we can't just go back empty-handed. We came here at Shell's request. Shell. Yes, I've heard of Shell. If that's the case, then. Deliver this to Ace. An old scroll? Do not ask, but I know its contents. President Aime wished for School Sensei to have it. There is a message for him enclosed. Wait, Aime? Yes! Oh yeah, I forgot. You're here. Hey, what's up, buddy? You look great. Shiroko, aren't... What are you? You are correct, Ace. Okay, well if you're not, then how do you know who I am? You can delude yourself into believing I fall under control of the chroma, but you will be incorrect. This is me. This is my will. I don't believe that, but okay. I was granted the role of leading this role into its predetermined future. The chroma is just one of the many methods available to me. I'm not under control of the chroma. The chroma is under mine. I highly doubt that, but okay. The world. The universe revolves upon our unbreakable laws. The future isn't predetermined. You struggle in vain. I must ask you to leave Kivotos without protest, without struggle. I do not wish to harm you. Oh, that's sweet of you. Oh, so if I can leave Kivotos, why didn't I do that sooner? I mean, even if I could, how would I do that? Just pull up a menu screen and say quit? Wait, can I do that? No, futures are predetermined. If you leave, the future where I must shoot Shell's Ace will not come to pass. You want to shoot me? Oh no, she just said it was fate. This is the role granted to me, to lead you to this place and guide you to your final moments. You must understand, I will not hesitate to pull the trigger when the time for me to fulfill my role at last arrives. Therefore... at least you give me a fair warning. Ace, we have a problem. Your energy reactions are having all the key photos again. Huh, I don't think I've ever seen you raise your gun before. Oh, did I just hear Ring shoot a gun? That's a once in a lifetime. From who? Whoa, who? Isn't it true to reinforcements? Oh, this is gonna be awkward. Ace? Shh. Shiroko? Oh, no you don't. What? Am I tripping? Shirok? What happened to your eye? Did you play that soccer game? Arona? Is that Arona? There's two Aronas now? Where am I? Oh, this masculine charisma. No wonder I feel so heavy. You're the guide of chroma. What? Oh my. Ace. Oh, it just spit you back out. Are you still in peace? Yes, thankfully. That masculine man. Oh. That beautiful, handsome devil's unbelievable I can't describe it, it was so beautiful. What's going on with Shiroko? Dude, I have no freaking clue. I need a report. What's the situation? So how do I put this? Masses with ultra high energy have been observed all over Kivotos. You mean it's back? I gotta deal with that crap again. No, kill me now. What is that? What is that painting? What's the drawing? Is that supposed to be symbolic what's going to happen in the future? I mean, it kind of looks like Pranaptes. So, Shiroko lost herself after coming in contact with the chroma, right? I was saying more like she got abducted by that handsome devil, was too charmed by his charisma. Shiroko, how could this be? What happened to her? Why is she trying to destroy the world? What was that expression I saw on her face? I don't know. I heard about the chroma, but I don't know how she could become a completely different person. I don't know why this has happened or what it all means. I just know I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell what she was thinking at all. Now, major hunch, but I don't think that's our Shiroko. I think she's from a completely different... No, screw it. I think she's from a different timeline. Let's just say that. She's probably from a different timeline for all I know. We have to consider that what she was caught in a power that she can now overcome by her own efforts. Right. It sounds like Chroma is the bad one here, not Shiroko. Is there a way Shiroko can return to how she was? We slap her out of it. So, what does it say, President? Can we take a look? Let's see here. Ace. There's no way to restore an existence that's been reversed by the chroma to its original state. It's a natural rule of this world. This is how the dead cannot be brought back to life. Alright. The locations of the energy are a bit different this time. The Red Winter Frozen Sea, the area beneath the Combat Amusement Park, it has, you know, a volcano, and the trees underground catacombs. Aimu. How long would it take for the sanctus to appear after the first phenomenon to occur last time? About 24 hours? Then that might be the amount of time we have. No, it could be sooner this time. The energy is about 38% higher on average than last time. So we're even on less time then, that's not good. Alright. Rin, did you memorize all those numbers? Jeez, dude, I know, right? She's such a nerd. Oh, well, the opponent is invisible. It doesn't even exist right now. All we can detect is this energy, but it shows up out of nowhere. Is there a way to stop this? Is there a solution? Yes. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm responsible for the way things turned out. So I should probably deal with it. Sorry. What? What do you mean? I had a big idea that something was coming. I knew that Shiroko was in danger, and I knew the prophecy gave us to destruction, and I received a dark warning from the enemy we had to face. I had all the pieces right in front of me, and yet, I was too complacent. I thought I could handle anything that happened. So used to it. You're wrong. You did your utmost to what you had, as you always do. Free? You knew the prophecy had no basis, but you came to me with your concerns regardless. You took every precaution you needed to do. It was thanks to your warning we were able to successfully carry out the assault on the false sanctums. And the rest, I shall to blame for the rest. If I were more capable, if I were the Joestar Council President, instead of just me. Green. That's still no excuse. I should have protected Shiroko. That was my responsibility as a teacher. There, let's take a deep breath now, Ace. What's up, Pinky? This is much more similar than it was to making it out to be. Shiroko was acting weird. They would drag her here to teach her a lesson. They would take care of the rest later. Oh, so she said my advice about slapping her. These hands are rated to eat for everybody. I mean, I also had a bad feeling that Shiroko might somehow find herself on a dangerous path. Maybe I always have. So if everything happened is somehow centered around our missing Shiroko, it would be silly of me to say I'm not worried. We don't have a lot of options. But this is a completely different story. The chroma is to blame, not Shiroko or Ace. It's no one's fault. Not Shiroko we need to fight. Besides, if we don't solve the situation right now, there might be more victims like Shiroko and Kivotos. So it's easy. We, alongside Ace, have to prevent more victims like Shiroko. That's what matters the most. If Shiroko tries to stop us, we'll just catch her. Ace and the others will figure out how to bring her back to self. I wish to know. I mean, it's not like Shiriko's a wild animal to be captured. I mean, I guess there are some similarities. So, Ace, you can just say everything's gonna work out fine like you usually do. Thanks, Pinky. Alright, misfits. Let's go get our little pup back. A moment ago, the energy we detected all over Q-Photos. You detect its flow. Its flow? When we attacked the last sanctum, we saw the energies of all sanctums converging together. Oh, that's right. Assuming that the energy is something fluid that can be transferred to one place to another. I get what you're saying. I'll try. I think what she said is right. Each quarter has a common energy flow. Momoko, what if we trace back the flow? Oh no, give me a sec. All of the energy is linked to one place. This energy's origin. In other words, that place is the receptor is generating the false sanctums. So where is it? It's above the sky. The altitude is 70,000 meters above Kivotos. What is that? Ain't that in space? So you're telling me I gotta go back to space? Bro, I'm about to fly up there like it's the Sonic Unleashed opening. I'm about to light up the entire place. Whoever's leading Kivotos to destruction must be up there. That handsome devil! Pernaptes, the guide of chroma. Oh, what's he got underneath that coat? An altitude of 70,000 meters. That's gonna be tough. Anyway, with our current technology, there's no way to attack anything at that altitude. So has no one in Kivotos ever been to space before? Not only that, even if we wanted to check a structure, it's surrounded by a spherical barrier, so we can't see inside. So let's try using Big Sister's legacy here. The President's legacy? Yes, Monica must be prepared to stop the destruction of the world. She has something for threats above the sky as well. Can you hack the weapon we found in Eridu so we can utilize it? I'll begin preparations on my end. That missile? I don't know if that's a good idea. Well, maybe it'll do the trick. Alright, well, I'll talk to the other members. And we need help from the engineering department too. Okay, we'll be ready. Yes, we'll give it all. This is 1,000 meters. 500 meters. We reached the target coordinates. Did it connect? No. It passed right through it? Again? Distance to the target, 1,000 meters, 50,000 meters. Cruise missile on that scale will exceed the Millennium's technology is capable of. If that doesn't work, then... Where'd the president get something like that? Dude, you're asking someone who built an entire city under your nose. How? We don't know? Do we have any solutions? Anything? I mean, it's impossible. Everything is blocked. I think I know the structure's phenomenon. You do? Well, with the help of the scholars of the Sisterhood, the librarians of the old library, and the Tea Party have collected information from every archive in Kivotos. However, this is only a hypothesis and hasn't been verified. At this point, anything helps, and we don't have any means of verifying any hypothesis anyway. Basically, the sanctums are appearing in Kivotos and the structures above Kivotos are... maintaining a kind of quantum superposition state. Is the ability for a system being in multiple states at once, essentially? Does this have to do with quantum mechanics? I was about to say quantum physics? Yes and no. I'm using the most similar theory to help understand the phenomenon. So just keep that premises in mind. It's a multi-world interpretation. No, a multi-dimensional analysis would be more accurate. The existence based on that theory. Multi-dimensional analysis. So like multiverse theory? Like that actual thing? It's a coin toss with possibility of getting heads or tails. And well, those also appear in this world, right? But this theory suggests that the other universe possibility, usually unable to manifest here, exists simultaneously with our universe. What? Like a parallel universe? Like science fiction that says the world diverges every time a coin is tossed. That theory itself is based in science. However, with the space, all the possible probabilities are mixed in an overlapping manner without diverging. In other words, it's a chaotic space in which existence and non-existence with infinite and multiple dimensional are mixed with every probability. So time-space, like the void? Jeez, dude, we're really going into the whole multiverse theory here. God bless. That's why we can't physically intervene. It's almost like it's its own world where it maintains both existence and non-existence. Oh, okay, so yeah, basically it's in its own little dimension, like its own pocket dimension, basically. That's what I'm picking up. Oh, so that's why the rocket hasn't been able to go through it. Or maybe it's kind of like the rocket does get there, but it's going through like multiple portals and it spits right back out in our world. That's cool. But also at the same time, how do they do that though? I love quantum physics stuff. That's so cool. It's a bold theory, but I get it. Use an overlapping multidimensionality for defense. It makes sense if that were the case. If we can get rid of the barrier, it'd be possible to attack the main body inside. Okay, but how we eliminate a barrier like that? There's one solution. If we can move to the same quantum superstition state as that barrier, we can enter without being affected by the barrier. The same state? Oh, I see. If the quantum superstition state occurring in the multidimensional space is viewed as a kind of vibration value, an object with the same vibration value will be able to pass through, right? Yes, because regardless of the probability of our superstition states inside the multidimensional space, they'll be in the same space. So kind of like a noise canceling thing, yeah. Like an unstoppable force means an unstoppable object. And you know, they kind of come to a stalemate. Wait, where did Ace go? When did he slip out? Spill it. Bowing your head here and ask me means you're willing to do just about anything to achieve your goal. Matter the sacrifice. You're even here willing to cooperate with Gematria. Then what shall I demand of you? Right, how about joining Gematria? Just kidding. Gematria is disbanded, so you're lucky this time. I'll give you a boon. Just this once. Ace, once you do this, your body will receive irreversible damage. You won't be able to revert to your prior state. You may even die. You still wouldn't move forward. Shh, man, please. Even knowing this, we can end in your death. Dude, I stared death in the face multiple times already. You think I'm scared now? Ace, what you're looking for is... an obby. That thing that Kaiser was trying to build up? Correct. An ancient weapon capable of dealing with the Archangel waits there. That was exactly what I was looking for in Abido's desert via the Kaiser Corporation. An ancient weapon buried in the stratum of Kivodos. A pre-enlightenment terror that cannot be understood with existing technology. I wasn't interested in that at the time, but to Kaiser's president, my explanation must have sounded enticing. An ancient weapon more powerful than anything in Kivodos. Something like that came as your possession. The president thought it would be possible to rule all Kivodos. And finally, the activation of the super ancient weapon buried in Abido's desert was successful. The president had no reason to hesitate anymore. With that weapon, the president must have felt Kaiser could overtake any and every district in Kivodos. The General Council was attacked and Ace was kidnapped. If things had gone according to plan, Kivodos truly could have fallen into the hands of the president. But that's when the false sanctos appeared. When the Sanctum Tower was destroyed, the cautious president realized he was in over his head and retreated. You could say he's a savvy businessman. He knew he needed Sanctum Tower to use the ancient weapon. Since Sanctum Tower has been destroyed, there's no way no person who can handle that ancient weapon. Except for just one person. The Elder Recitum Chest. An artifact on par with the Sanctum Tower. What's the ancient weapon? At first, I thought it was buried in Abydos. Could be an ark. It wasn't an ark, but something similar. Something just as great. It was a ship. The final form of the weapon, which is comparable to the Archangel Jesus. He is known by the name born of the origin of Kivodos. Who did... wait, what? Really? With an Naphatism ship. An intergalactical... Oh my god. Ladies, we're going to the desert. Delicious. I'm choking on water. Whoa. Where? A mechanical hallway? Let's keep going. This inside a little more neat. This way, stairway. Is this the inside of the ship? This almost looks like some type of final battle location. This looks cool. Hello? I see. It wasn't an exaggeration. It appears to really be an intergalactic battleship. All aboard! Intergalactic battleship! I knew she was gonna be happy. Wait a second. Aries, what are you doing here? Well, I heard an intergalactic battleship was discovered, so I hope to come with the engineering department. That's so freaking adorable. No, I told you to say Millennium. We don't even know where the present real is yet. Gamer mom worried. What you do if she decides to attack right now? You're vulnerable. But I want to be a space hero. Stop the nonsense to go back to Millennium now. Noah's guarding the academy in case of emergency. Such a cold calculate monster. You know anything about the dreams of space heroes. What are you doing here? Ares, I can understand. You actually, now thinking about it, I take that back. I can actually understand all of you being here. You sent them here, didn't you? You give her safety as your concern. Your current location is probably safer than anyone else in Kivodos. I knew it! Are you serious, Noah? Auntie Noah knows what she's doing. And they're gonna run off. Okay. No, absolutely not. It's not safe. It's not just the president after Ares. Whatever, I guess it's safer here than where she is. I can see her. Wait. Where'd Ares go? Oh, I'll be counting on you, Yuka. Don't push yourself too hard. Now what? We'll guard the academy. So smooth out those wrinkles, Yuka. We're not here to mess around, seriously. So, how's it going, Mari? Now we have access to the central nervous system of the battleship's main system. It was essentially analyzed first because if you understand the structure of the nervous system, you can understand the operational principles of all parts at a glance, right? Correct. You're very quick. Then where do we begin? What do you want to know so far about this ancient artifact built with unknown technology? All this nerd talk is hurting my throat. These are its blueprints. Overall structure is expected, of course. It was up to its name, Neptune's ship. The dimensions are 135 by 23 by 13 meters. The interior is okay, yes, we get it. It's a very big ship. Nor its appearance, there's not much of this battleship that can be used as a weapon. Then we just use the ship itself. Simple as that. Let's ram this boy. Would that mean it wasn't built for battle, but a different function entirely? As of now, it's too early to tell. We'll continue our analysis. That does sound good. The enemy that appear to Kivodos is beyond my cognitive realm. Enemies invading from outside Kivos as well. You, the nameless gods, known the forgotten gods who have known them. An incomprehensible enemy. You seem to be copying these abilities in the arc at your hastes, built by us, the nameless gods. I wonder if you knew, Princess. The artifact you are currently standing on is an imperious anti-arc weapon created by our enemies of the past to defeat us. If your friends would never be able to decipher how to use it. Do you understand, Princess? You're currently aboard your most dangerous nemesis. You must run. Flee as quickly as you can. I know you rejected me. I understand you deny my existence. But still, I'm your servant. The one who meant to lead you to your rightful purpose. Despite your reputation of my existence and yours, I still do not wish you death. You must not be aboard the Unaptis when it begins its engines running. What's it gonna do? Tear her apart? It will destroy you first. The princess' name is Gods, because that is the very purpose of its existence. My princess, you will be utterly eradicated. I'm not ordering you. It's not a warning. This is my desperate plea. So, do you have any thoughts, engineering department? Yes, I understand completely. That's wonderful. I understand that we will never in any universe even understand the structure of this battleship. What? I can't grasp the battleship's fuel, propellants, operating principle, engine structure, or design at all. Well, I mean, this is an artifact that cannot be understood with our current knowledge of technology and engineering. That may make sense we can understand it. I mean, I thought that researching this will help our long-cherished dream. It won't help us even one iota. That's so. Oh, but don't worry. We may not understand what works, what we can do is figure out how to run it. What do I mean? Just because you don't know the structure of a car engine, that doesn't mean you can't drive it, right? As simple as interpretation, all operational systems can be viewed as a device from transforming input data into output data. If we can understand the conversion process inductively, we can still take advantage of those functions even without understanding the structure. In other words, step on an accelerator to accelerate, step on a brake to decelerate, turn the steering wheel to change directions. If we can organize that information, we can create a piloting manual without having to know how the technology actually works. That makes sense to me. We believe in your engineering department. That makes a lot more sense to me too, actually, now thinking about it. Yep. More than 75% of the total mass of this battleship is made up of arithmetic logic units. In other words, this isn't a battleship, but a kind of flying dimensional telepathical quantum computer, I believe. We'll have to skip our class on understanding the ship's origins. But with this, it could be possible to defeat the Archaeasis, right? Yes, the silver lining here is that the multidimensional analysis is possible with this. So, like I said earlier, we're actually going to have to ram this thing into it. Theoretically, so destroying it can be difficult, but hacking the propulsion of the system can make the arc fall. But that will require physical access to the arc systems. The just pieces we'll need for this fight. It's starting to come together. The fight is about, to put simply, rather than bullets and guns, we'll win this fight by pinning a dimensional topological quantum computer against an opponent that's violating the rules of multidimensional analysis. A battle of bad taste between two hackers, in summary. Himari, it seems that on his fault is going to lead to charge. I have no experience in computer or technology of this degree. What else is a genius hacker for? Then first, I'll need to establish a theory on how their multidimensional analysis functions. I mean, that sounds difficult, so please let me know if you need help. I'll check on the others in the meanwhile. Hamas? What did Hamas get? Rio? How did she find it? That is incorrect. It's speaking. Is this a module equipped with speakers? Your current formula fails to correct errors in the quantum information. You need to use an ion trap. Oh, that's right. I can't believe a genius like me made such a basic mistake. You haven't rested for days, it's natural. Everyone here is pushing themselves past their limit. The only difference is that I'm a very delicate beauty. But what? No, who are you? You already know who it is, don't act. I'm the calculation support AI sent by President Rio. Rio. Incorrect, I'm not Rio. I'm the calculation support AI. That's a very intelligent AI if I do say so myself. I guess that filthy girl wouldn't show her face here unless she had no shame at all. About Aries. Yeah, she kidnapped Aries. But I'd like to talk about why I find truly ghastly about her actions. You have to listen to my monologue then. Toki. Rio gave Toki dangerous equipment and forced her to carry out her bidding, even knowing the potential ramifications of using such a weapon. And even I realized reason that Toki has no friends. Do you know why? Because Rio prevented her from interacting with anyone for security reasons. And Toki did every last thing asked of her, without a single complaint. She undertook the mission to kidnap her own classmen. Did Rio truly inform Toki what was the mission meant? That Rio coerced and manipulate Toki into killing a person. Aries isn't a real person. Don't make me laugh. I don't care what her perspective of life was. What she did was unforgivable. Does Rio, the great all-knowing big sister, know what Toki thought when she realized what she was being asked to do? How she felt? She never should have forced Toki into her delusional scheming. Rio and her trolley problem. She puffed her chest out with all her moral superiority, but it was Toki who had to pull the lever. What a coward. When her plan fell to pieces, do you know what she said to Toki? Do whatever you want, and then disappeared. Irresponsible. Cowardly. Selfish. Did you even consider how Toki would feel? Left alone, deprived of the only person she had been allowed to talk to. Do you know why she was unable to join the CNC? Why Toki felt the need to simply disappear? Of course you don't. The loneliness or guilt of others will never cross Big Sister's mind. Empathy doesn't reside within the illusions that you exist within. You know, Toki came to me and asked. She asked what she could do. Toki should be helpful. She didn't know how else to find her worth unless she was useful, no matter how insignificantly so. Even now, Toki's fighting alone. She ignores her wounds and searches and fights in places where sanctums could manifest. Alone. Do you understand her desperation? Her pain? You filthy witch. You don't deserve such a loyal maid, a friend, and if CNC doesn't want Toki, I'll take her with me. I'll protect her. Actually, filthy doesn't begin to cover your repulsiveness. You're right. I know that I'm not welcome. I understand why, Mari. But you don't need my help operating this artifact. I know more about the legacy enables gods than anyone else in the Kivodos. No, I don't need you. If you knew the legacy so well, the world wouldn't have come so close to being destroyed last time. Because of your actions. You did nothing. It was the very person who tried to kill who stopped you from destroying the world. So no. Not a single soul Kivodos needs your help. Get off this ship. I already have the people I need. I don't need you. Onako. What is it? Oh, the unnamed drone. I was doing a quick voice test. Was that Tsukasaki Rio? The still council president? I heard she disappeared. I guess she's doing okay. Hanako, I think never reminds me of a story from an ancient epic. A story? Yes. More of a ironic fable. It's the story of a king who, desperate attempts to avoid a prophecy actually caused it to come to fruition. The king received an oracle that the kingdom would be destroyed and nearly went mad to attempt to escape that fate. Oh, I know the story. I know what she's talking about. But in the end, the king's efforts were the cause of the kingdom's destruction. The king did everything he could to prevent the prophecy's fulfillment. He banished the prophet, destroyed the temple, sealed all the gateways, and started a war. In the end, his beloved brothers and all his families, vassals, everyone he loved died, and the kingdom was an inhabitable ruin. The fable's moral is worth contemplating. Is destiny inescapable? Does individual human effort mean anything at all? I discussed it with Saya, Trinity's prophet. What should the king have done to escape his fate? What did the king do wrong? It's simple, Anako. The king's biggest mistake was being a king. His mistake was being a king? Being a king who banishes prophets and starts wars. A king who believes in prophecies. That was the king's biggest mistake. But Saya, that isn't really a mistake the king made. You can't pinpoint to that. He did nothing wrong. If the king gave up his power, if he renounced his rights, If you never listen to the prophet might have not come true. Isn't that a bit of a stretch? It is. It's entirely pointless. Your question is inherently flawed. There's no answer to a story like this. Oh, my apologies. This isn't my place. I shouldn't be meddling in your affairs. No, I understand. We have no way of knowing how this will end. So let's do everything we can. We can worry about the commending her once this is all over. Rio. I mean, let's just say computational support Amos for now. Can you come here and help me with the calculations? She was still there. And why is nobody leaving the room? Y'all are weird. Chief Officer, did I hear you mention a cone earlier? Oh, yes. It's not a big deal. I heard about this having strange up questions that you rose from the president of the Gendro Steel Council. It was like a kind of Zen dialogue where it was unclear what was being asked or whether there was an answer. The Gendro Steel Council president liked things like that. So, the Gendro Steel Council president was interested in the unknown? Yeah. She liked mystery stories that couldn't be explained. Stuff that involved artifacts, the occult. Like your Shunum chest. It's kind of artifact that cannot be understood without current knowledge. Huh. The second cone went as follows. Can you understand by means of incomprehensible? This is my first time hearing the second cone. Can you understand by means of the incomprehensible? That's a kind of question, Well, it was the sex code she was really interested in. But anyway, the second cone has a trap. It's not a complete sentence. Yes, can you understand what through the incomprehensible? The object is missing. Therefore, the sentence isn't a question in the first place. But the president said it didn't matter because it wasn't meant to have a clear answer. The object is left for you to fill. I don't exactly understand how, however. If people you told remind me of a cone is all. It's just a small talk. Don't pull your hair out over it. I find it fascinating, however. For example, what I don't understand is fate, then what I understand through fate is. What can we as people understand through fate? A fascinating question with no real meaning. Is it a complete question in the first place? This way you can probably put anything in there. Well, perhaps you're right. Those aren't necessarily meant to have an answer, like my question about the king. Hanako, can I ask you something? Yes, what is it, Chief Officer? How does that story end? What happened to the king? Oh, the king. He realized his own actions were the cause of the kingdom's destruction. He felt there was no way to atone for his sins and couldn't bear the weight of his own guilt. So eventually, in his despair, perhaps the story is best saved for another time. Marine, Ace, we've completed the plans for operation. You two gotta give everything your final approval before we brief everyone. Hurry up, come to the bridge. Oh my, with the plan complete. Yes, let's go.